we met through our jobs, bartender, server, and we always end up at the same tavern after work. And he walked up to me. We loosely knew each other, but he's like, I heard you were a musician. I was like, I am. And he just started singing to me. I was like, for the first time, I was like, I'm going to need this guy's number. I'm going to need your number. And, you know,
Put it out there.
Yeah, he basically showed up at my house the next day at noon, did the same thing, sang his song, Beyond Infinity, a cappella.
Okay.
I figured it out on the keyboard, piano first, and then I looped it on guitar.
Yep.
And I was like, this is gold, and recorded it my way.
And that's on YouTube, man. Our first time ever recorded.
That's the first version I ever heard
Correct.
of the song. Right?
I sent that to you, and you're like, let's with all the other projects you and I have going on. He's like, you're like, let's get that up here. Let's get you guys up here.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell him that yet. After I'd sent it to you, I was like, we're already getting, these songs are getting attention.
Yeah.
And he goes, man, Dave, I feel like I could have sung better. I go, Brandon,
every time.
The next time you sing this song or we record this song, it's going to be in a studio.
Yeah, he did tell me that, though. Real talk, though.
And we did.
Yep.
Yeah. The next time I sang that song, he was like, man, next time we sing this song, we're going to be in the studio.
Where you continued to never be satisfied with his take, even though it was absolute gold that you were giving us. Yeah,
that's
but
true.
I can totally relate to that.
I never think it's good. Like, when you hear something back, you're like, oh, I can do better than that.
Yeah.
Like, I can up that. You know what I mean? Like,
it's only natural, I think.
Well, you know, it is what it is. Nature of the biz.
Nature of the beast.
Yeah, nature.
But it's a gorgeous, fully produced song.
With your help.
Beyond Infinity, and it's the sky's the limit. We're pretty much, I mean, it's not something we just want to pass around to friends or get it heard on the radio. That's all cool in the gang, but
I like it to be in the next Pixar Buzz
exactly.
Lightyear
Let's
movie.
get this to the movies.
Get into like, because it sounds like it's fit for it, or even pitch it to like Infinity, the car company, for that Super Bowl commercial or something.
That's not bad.
I'll be on that Beyond Infinity. You know what I mean? And
we'll
like,
take sponsors.
you know what I mean? Have people like waking up to that. Oh, that keyboard, that key fob in the box. Oh, Beyond Infinity. Just that snippet right there. Boom, shakalaka, we in there.
I see it.
You know what I mean? Like, we could definitely pitch that to that company and run it even that way, but Buzz Lightyear would definitely pick up on it.
I think you need to be the one to pitch it.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
I will. As long as I have power.
Well, we just gotta get them to meet those people.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard to do in Dallas.
I'm in the market for a car,
they're around.
Infinity.
Yeah.
I like the Q model, as well as
there you go.
I had
Sponsorships.
the honor and the privilege of producing and doing the arrangements for Beyond Infinity and DiDA.
Yes, you did. You brought it to life.
It was the most fun I've ever had working on a project.
Nice.
Yeah.
The most
Nice.
fun. Yeah.
I think that's kind of why this is unique and keeps the energy up, is because of that, where we're all coming from. I mean, how would you describe WitherSmoke? What genre is it?
Man, what genre? I when it comes to music, period, I feel like a genre you can't, like, I wouldn't put it in a genre. It's music is always evolving, and like, it's a feeling. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't go into the studio and just make a hit on this day when you're not feeling this way or feeling that way. You got to be. It's an emotion, and it's always evolving. Like, I couldn't put my music in a category. When people used to ask me all the time, I would say I would put myself in street soul music, because everything coming from me, and I'm out here in these streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, but what WitherSmoke, when we came up with the name, it was kind of because like we had been to a couple of gigs, and when we would tell like these like a whole like a group of rap scallions, I would call it, like say like just random musicians from all over the city and all over the state coming together. We were like grouping with them down in Deep Ellum, and like we would say, "Hey, play in the key of Bill Withers," and that would be something easy for them to pick up on that would link with us. So when they see us,
it kind of wrapped up everything.
you know what I mean? And then
they were like, okay, because when you think Bill Withers, you automatically think Ain't No Sunshine. Yeah, which is kind of
I make it hot every time.
You can hear Ain't No Sunshine in DiDA. Like it's just a reprise to it almost, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a cousin of. Yeah.
But yeah, the keyboardist director of Boarded Up Foundation at Louie Louie's on a Monday night.
Yeah.
He's like, we got our turn.
Yeah.
So I'm up there just trying to figure
Shout out
out
to my boy Grits.
the guitar. Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah.
Hired. Just trying to figure out the guitar and what pedals I might use on someone else's rig. And the keyboard's like, what key is this in? I was like, key of Bill Withers.
Nice.
He's like, I like that.
Yeah.
So what's next for you guys?
Well, we really need to get these songs in the right hands. We got two, DiDA and Beyond Infinity. We're already excited about the other songs that we've written in the interim. We probably have a full album by now.
If we drop Paycheck, which you want to call it? You want to call it Paycheck? You want to call it The Cycle?
I didn't know what you were talking about when you called it Cycle, but yeah, we have a song called Paycheck. We have a song called Colorblind.
Colorblind is
amazing.
Yeah, it's nice.
So we're just as excited about recording the next two with you, with your production.
Likewise.
And
Cycle.
But in the interim, like we don't really need to lose momentum on the songs that are already out there. It's just we got to get into the right people. So we need to figure out that pipeline to, like, you know,
we'll figure
how do
it
I
out,
meet
man.
the screenwriter for, you know, whoever's doing the next Netflix thing.
The universe gonna bring it to us, man.
I think so.
We gotta, but we gotta stay focused, and I feel like when you ask like what's next, the hardest thing is that like a lot of musicians gonna agree with this, is that like, hey man, it's hard to do this while trying to make money too.
Sure.
Yep.
And you have to focus, because you got to keep a roof over your head. You got to keep money coming in.
Yeah, find that balance.
And you got to find, and it's hard to find the balance, but you got to stick with it, and you got to always follow your passion. You know what I mean? But one thing I've been learning in life, been teaching me, is like sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do in order to get where you didn't think you was gonna be. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And you gotta fight hard for it. You gotta stay focused on it. But sometimes you're gonna get pulled so far away from it that it feels like, oh, when people see you, oh, you ain't been focused on that. I am. Just wait.
Right. Oh yeah.
You just wait.
There's
like,
definitely an ebb and flow.
Yeah. I love that.
But we're doing everything we possibly can.
That part hurts, man. That part hurts the most. You know, especially when you just got music pouring out of your soul, like me and Dave. You know what I mean? And you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know, it's always a blessing in disguise when we get to have that outlet to like really let it out.
Yeah.
That to release it. You know what I mean?
It's like always dripping from the faucet, and then you get that moment to actually open it and turn it all on.
Just give me that chance. Like I feel like right now is that chance. I was holding back. I just wanted to bust out singing when you start talking about Paycheck.
Yeah.
I wanted to sing that song, you know, right now. You know what I mean? Like it because it's so poignant. It's so poignant to the times that we in right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's part of our magic, if you want to call it. Whenever he and I get together,
and park bench.
Oh
God.
Park bench. So by the time he shows up at my house on an early afternoon, one of us has to go to work. So when we just get rolling, I'll be like, "What do you got today?" And he'll start singing. I'm like, "Okay, I like that." We'll try to
some nice
track
riffs
it.
he been working on there earlier that day. He just stopped playing. So
like right when we get in the crux of like, "Oh, this is awesome!" Like one of us has to go to work. So we always capture the magic. So that's kind of our. Not that I want any of us to go to work instead of doing what we want to be doing,
right?
But that's been kind of the and the launching pad. Like, well, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
I'll do what I can while you're at work.
And maneuver a couple of things.
I'll add drums and whatnot on Logic here.
But that's how DiDA came about. Like I was literally so excited because I knew. All right, he was like. Dave always hits me up. He's like, "Yeah, come to my place around noonish," and then like noon comes. He's like,
"Then it's
around 1.
Then it's 1. Then it's 1:30. And then he got to be at work at 3.
And then I show up like with an hour and a half just to even jam out, and I'm not gonna miss it for the world, man. It's lovely, and we get in this room, man, and he's got all he's like lights. He gets a whole vibe set up, man. And he's got like riffs playing. And then
that's the Dave way.
On the way there, I might have like a tune in my head, and that's how DiDA came about. I mean, mind you, I was going through some things, that we all do, relationships, but I was just releasing my life, releasing my music, my soul.
Yeah.
And one thing, a good friend of mine, his name was Ace. He told me one of the most prolific things I ever heard anybody say about music. He said, "Man, I don't care if you blind, dumb, deaf, stupid, whatever. Everybody got a song. Everybody got a song." He said that, man, and it just really set everything in motion for me. Like, we live our life to music. We live our life to a rhythm. It's to a beat. It's time. Time is measurements, man. Your heart beat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, we live to this. But when I came over there to do DiDA, man, I was just releasing my soul, and what I said,
you can hear that.
Yeah, I said we did a lot of things we didn't have to do, and said a lot of things we didn't have to say, and through it all, I never lost an ounce of trust in you. I'll be by your side. I love that damn song. It's just stuck in my head.
What does the word DiDA mean?
DiDA?
We did a lot.
Yeah, I said, so look, and he came up with the name.
Did a lot.
Because I said, we did a lot of things. And that's just how I talk. I be putting, like, my mama used to make fun of me because when I say Waller, I say right there, I say Waller. And she goes, "What the hell is Waller?" And like, if I say something like, something is way over there, it's way over there. She's like, "What's way over?" But this is how I talk. But way over there or water, but
now I understand.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like we did a lot of, but I'm saying we did a lot of things we didn't have to do, but we did it. And then he said we call it DiDA.
Yeah, I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, and anybody can relate in relationships. You know what I mean? Like, damn, sometimes when you do that. Was it hindsight 2020? When you think about it, it was like, man, we didn't even have to do all that. Like, just, we didn't have to even say all that. We didn't have to hurt each other. We didn't have to do that. It's like, why come we didn't do that? But we did that. But we did it, though.
Yeah. Life's easy in hindsight.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything easy in hindsight, man. But it's beautiful, though, man. Like, I like the fact that I was able to just release that from myself, and it turned out to be something beautiful, man, with this man's fingers and mind behind all the things that I can't even begin to fathom how to do or get control of.
Mm-hmm. The finger man.
The finger man. He's the finger man.
He would call me right when I'm getting off work. He's like, "When we getting together next, Dave? I got a song. I got songs."
Yeah.
I was like, "No,
get
you
it
do,
out."
man." And he does. It's crazy because like I've got to write my words out, read them, he just literally like, I wrote this in the truck today.
Yeah.
And he retains, so.
R.I.P. that truck, he got stole.
That was the first time he came over to my new place to record.
So he was hot. I want to hear DiDA.
All right. That's next. Deal.
Yeah.
Dope.
We did a lot of things we didn't have to do. Oh, no. And said a lot of things we didn't have to say. And through it all, I never lost an ounce of trust in you. I'll be by your side always. We did a lot of things we didn't have to do. Said a lot of things we didn't have to say. And through it all, I never lost an ounce of trust in you. I'll be by your side always. I know the truth. No matter how it feels, I know the truth. The good, bad, and ugly, bad. I'll be right next to you. Did a lot of things we didn't have to do. Said a lot of things we didn't have to say. And through it all, I never lost an ounce of trust in you. I'll be by your side. Right next to you. Oh, and I won't walk, and I won't waver. Oh, in this bed will I savor. I'll keep it down, and I'll be around to hold you down. Did a lot of things we didn't have to do. Always said a lot of things we didn't have to say. Through it all, I never lost an ounce of trust in you. I'll be by your side always. But we did a lot. Oh, I never lost an ounce of trust in you. Oh, da, 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 da. Oh, we did a lot. Said a lot. Did a lot. Said a lot. Did a lot. Said a lot.